Welcome to the new year 2023. I can assure you that in this lesson or in the lessons that we're going to be having in second term this year, we are going to be learning a lot and there's going to be a lot of hands-on session. And for this class, we're going to be introducing you to the world of coding. And what are we going to be talking about? What are the learning objectives for this lesson? So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to define coding and explain coding in your own words. You should also be able to explain the different genres of coding. You should also be able to list different applications used for web design, and you'll be able to identify the features of a website. So for the remaining part of this term, we're going to be teaching you how to build a standard website. But let's talk about coding. Coding is a simple term used to explain how the computer system is programmed to behave in the way we instruct the computer system to. In simple words, coding is a way of telling the computer system what you want it to do using codes. Code is the language that the computer system understands. So coding basically helps you to instruct the computer on how the computer system should behave. So most of the programs that works on the computer system, or most of the programs that the computer is using, someone actually wrote those programs. So we are teaching you to become programmers so that you can write a particular code, you can create a software, you can create a game that can work on the computer system. Since you are the creator of such game, software, or program, it means you can tell the computer system how the game should behave or how the game should work. Now, this begins with breaking a task down into logical arrangement step by step. So when it has to do with coding allows users to investigate, to solve problems, and explore different things using the computer system. So with coding, there's opportunity for you to make errors, correct your errors, make errors, correct your errors, preview your work, and then you can determine if your final result is the best or you want to tweak it in whichever ways that you want. So coding allows you to be creative enough to build whatever program that you want the computer system to work with. Now, there are different genres of programming. Now, if I'm using the word coding, it also means programming. So coding means programming. Anybody who can code is referred to as a programmer or as a coder. So we can either use the word programming or use the word coding. They both mean the same thing. Now, talking about the genres of coding, coding can be categorized into 4 genres. We have the animation, we have the story writing, we have the app development, we have the game and web development. Now, animation is the process of giving movement to drawing models. Animation is basically a way of adding motion effects and sound effects to images. So you can have a picture, you can make the image to talk, you can make the image to dance, you can make the image to move to whatever direction you want. So basically that is animation. And then the application development. We have so many applications that we use today. Microsoft Word is one. Gigi, which is used as e-commerce platform, is one. There are so many applications that we have today. And then there are games. We play different games on the computer system. It's also a genre of coding. And then another is web design. So as a programmer, you can choose to build websites, just like your school's website. You can choose to build a game. You can choose to write stories using animation. And then you can choose to develop apps. So those are the genres of coding: game development, web development, app development, and animation. But in our lesson, we're going to be learning how to build a website. So for the next weeks of this second term, I am going to be taking you through how to build a proper website, a professional website. But what is a website? A website is simply a space or location on the World Wide Web where information is stored. So a website is just like a book. It's just like your textbook. You know, for your textbook, it has the front page, it has the back page, and it has different pages that has different information. That is exactly what a website is. A website is just like your textbook, but it's on the internet. So when we say World Wide Web or www, it means the internet. So let me just explain in simple terms. A website is just like a textbook that is on the internet. So you can write a textbook that is teaching you about photography and you put it on the internet. You can write a textbook that is teaching you about the computer system, put it on the internet. You can write a textbook that is talking about your school, put it on the internet. You can write a textbook that is talking about your church, you put it on the internet. Same way the website is. So the website is about creating information about anything at all and putting it on the internet. And the website has different pages, just like your book. Front page, page one, front page, the back page, the center page, the address, the content, the place where you find the address of the writer, the place where you find the information about the writer, and the same way a website is. So in order to make you understand it better, a website is just like a book that is on the internet. Simple explanation. I hope you understand. Now, a website can be used for so many purposes. Now, a website can be used for advertisement purpose, just for advertisement. Most websites are used for advertisement. Like if you go to www.adidas.com, you find every of their products, their product on their website. They're advertising their product. If you go to your school's website, you will see that your school is advertising your school on their website. If you go to your church website, you will see that your church is doing the same thing. Now, there are also websites that basically serves as information sharing, just like your school's website, your church website, the bank's website. They are all used to give they are all used for sharing information with those that come into the website to see what is happening. So websites are used for sales and marketing, just like your Gigi, just like your everything, just like your Amazon or Jumia. You can go there to buy things. Okay? We also have websites for social activities like Facebook, like Instagram, like Twitter. They are basically for sharing social information. So you can post a picture of your Christmas picnic and post it there. There are some websites that is used for entertainment, just like your YouTube. You can go on YouTube to watch different videos. So all of these websites have their different purposes. So you can choose to create a website for a particular purpose. And in these our lessons, we are going to learn how to build website or a particular website for a particular purpose. And I would also tell you to build a website. You decide which kind of website you want to build. Now, so we've talked about websites and we've said there are different types of website available. So what I'm going to do right now is to take us to our browser and see different types of website. We'll just log on to different types of websites so we see. So for you to use a website, you need to have a browser on your computer system, either Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox or Internet Explorer. There are so many browsers. So browsers are the application that allows you to be able to go to the internet. We talked about this first term. We also talked about this in grade 3. So we know what browsers are. So browsers, we have different browsers. I have mentioned them already. So for this lesson, I want to use my Google Chrome. So I have launched my Google Chrome. So every website would usually start with www. So we want to visit Jumia. So we'll type www.jumia.ng. Now, you visited any website, you need to know the web address. So every website or every organization that have a website have a unique web address. So for Jumia, it is www.jumia.com. So this website is called an e-commerce website. So what they use this website to do, they use it for selling different items. So you can buy any items from Jumia They also use it for advertising their products and services. So you can see that this site is popping out different products and different services. I can decide to buy anything from here. Now let's visit another site. We can visit youtube.com. So the YouTube basically is used for entertainment. So you can see that the YouTube have different videos. Now you can also visit Microsoft.com. The Microsoft also have their website, and they use the website to talk about Microsoft products. So there are different websites. Now before I go, I want us to tell us some basic features of a website. Now a website has different features, and one of the features is what we call web pages. Just like I told you that textbook have different pages and a website also have different pages, that is what we can see here. So a website have different pages. So this is Microsoft 365. This is one of the pages of this website. So you can see immediately I click Microsoft 365, it has taken me to a different page which is talking about something else, just like your textbook. If I click the next page that talks about products, you can see pricing for home. Once I click it, it will take me to another page. This is another page. I can still go to pricing for business. It will take me to another page. I can click resources, set up and install. It will take me to another page. So it's loading the next page. It's loading the next page. You can see it's moving me to another page. So there are different pages of a website. So website have different pages that talks about different things. Now there are other features of website like plugins, like graphics, like some other features of a website which we are going to discuss in our next class. But one thing I need you to remember in this class is that a website is an information space that helps people to search for any kind of information, and a website also can be used to store different things, and people use website for different things, for advertisement, for information sharing, for buying and selling, different kind of things. And website have unique address that would always start with www. So I'd like you to launch your browser, search for different websites. I know some of your parents works with Microsoft. I know some of your parents work with Redeemed Christian Church of God. I know some of your parents work with different companies like Amazon, like First Bank, like Zenith Bank. I'd like you to go to your browser and visit all of their websites so that when we meet in our next class, we can talk about your experience visiting different websites. I think this will bring us to the end of today's class. I hope you enjoyed the class. See you next week where we would start building our own website. And don't forget that there's usually a quizzes link at the bottom of this video. So click to open the details area so that you can practice the quizzes activity for this lesson. See you next week. Bye for now.